All right, so despite calling ourselves Ice Lab Customs, it's been quite a while since we've done anything custom. Today we're gonna change it up, and we're actually not working on any of our own vehicles. We're working on a Chrysler 300 with the big wheels. Kellen, what are we doing?
This thing's gonna drift. Welded diff.
Gonna drift, do burnout, something.
All the above.
We'll see how it goes. Or a little go a little higher so I can get the next lock out of it. Step one,
remove the diff.
Yank out that John. Let me just look under there really quick and then I'll yell at you what tools I need. How about that?
Yeah, sure. I'll be your little freaking...
Hey, as soon as it comes out, that's all you, buddy. To go get a torque wrench too.
We have one. This is the most trustworthy torque wrench they've made since sliced bread.
Well, I need a big old Torx.
Wow, that's a good
A
size.
T55, and then I also need a 8mm Allen, and I need a shallow 19mm and a pry bar. Got all that?
We don't have Torx that big, dude.
What do you mean?
Ow! Fuck you, fucking fuck.
We do. It's on the top, not the very top, the top drawer.
There's T50. I forgot everything else you needed. Do I need to help you under there, boss? Boss?
Huh?
Do I need to help you under there, boss?
No. Looks like we're making a trip to Harbor Freight. Well, a 19 is too small anyways. Give me like a 21. Hell yeah, just fucking broke the ratchet. There's a 21mm bolt here, and then there's one back in there that's kind of a pain to get to. And then there's one 8mm Allen that's right there. So that loosens the front and drops it down. So now you can slide it out a little bit.
You got a little workout going on here.
It's been a while since I've been a real mechanic and actually had to do anything.
I know, this is news to you, huh? This little green thing here.
This?
The little green thing down there?
Dude, I work on the ground more than you expect at work.
These are 65-inch bolts. They go all the way to the flywheel.
The front of the car, yeah.
We'll get that fucker out and then show you what's next.
Slide that jack under here way more. Yeah, like that. Jack it up. Good. Give me the plasma torch.
No. I'll be back.
Get an Icon one. All right, we got the diff out with ease, no rage.
Something like that.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It slipped out. So that's all the bolts.
Doesn't feel very good, actually. Spider gears have the most wear typically on a differential.
Is there
Preload just feels weird on this.
Now we clean it out. So our drain plug here isn't too happy. Grab a few rags and just tip this up. Let it kind of drain for a minute. Okay, that should have got a good amount drained out of there. Basically just want to dose it in brake clean. Make sure your welding area has no oil on it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna need to weld these gears to this gear. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a plate to this size with some pieces that stick out into those gears on both sides, and then I'll weld that up and let you know how it looks. Get all that brake clean out of there. So that we don't want, but that is what we have this for. I did have a feeling that was gonna happen, but it really doesn't matter. Thought about using the fire extinguisher. Well, that's the best way to get rid of all your brake clean. In case you were wondering. Well, hopefully there's none left in there because I'm about to do the same thing again. Kind of dry up all the oil, mostly just off this inner part. Ethan's gonna think that's funny when he watches it back. Tired of this shit smoking in my face. God, all these towels are burnt for some reason. Now we want to try and take a couple measurements. First, I'm gonna have to learn how to read the tape measure. Looks like 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. I'm gonna try and use probably 1/4 inch plate, and we're gonna want to cut 2 of those. Grab our square somewhere, maybe. I don't know where that got put. So fucking stupid.
How we looking?
Fantastic.
Really?
Try to find the fucking square. You know where the fucking square's at, dude?
Or the triangle?
A square, not a tri-square.
Is it not over here?
I don't know where the the square's at, dude. Jesus Christ. Just a square, not the tri-square.
With the slide on it?
No, that is a tri-square.
That's a tri-square, but the fucking triangle isn't a tri-square.
No, that's just a square.
That's a triangle. I said triangle, you said no, tri-square.
No, I said not the tri-square, just the square.
I haven't seen that one since we moved. The square.
Are we talking about the same thing here?
Yes, the one that looks like a triangle.
Hey, don't put the torch on that. Okay, so you want to see right here is where we got our plate. We're gonna weld a bead all the way around that plate to the ring gear on both sides. So I'm gonna get the welder set up. I'll tack that in there. So on this we're using 25% CO2 and 75% argon with 035 wire. So I'm gonna kind of just tack it into place right now. I'll go ahead and throw the other side in and then weld it up. Okay, so I put the ground on the table like a jackass. Okay, so we got that plate tacked in. We're gonna go ahead and turn it, grab the other plate. There we go. We now have it tacked in there. We're just gonna run a bead all the way around and we'll pretty much be done. Same with the other side. There it is. And then after that, we'll throw it back in, except now, drift. So I wanna try and get this upright because it's gonna be much easier to weld like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run our first pass. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, well there's our first weld. This is something that is very permanent. So if this guy ever wanted to not have a welded diff anymore, he would basically have to get all new gears and possibly a whole new diff. This is what the customer wanted. That's what we'll do. And it looks like I got pretty good coverage all the way around, pretty good penetration. The welder we're using is a Everlast Hurricane 220 MTS-C. It does TIG, MIG, stick, and it actually does plasma as well. And I'm running 22 volts with a 300 wire speed, and that seems to be working pretty well. So I'm gonna keep it where it's at. There is still some oil in there, which is why it's so smoky, but that's not really a big deal. So, other than breathing that in, you don't want to breathe that in, whatever you do, as I'm standing on top of it, breathing it in. Okay, we got one more pass, and then this side will be done. Just like that, we have a welded diff. So I'm just using a straight razor blade to kind of get all the big chunks off. Okay, and then I'm going to use a piece of red Scotch-Brite. Sometimes it helps to use brake clean on top of this. I personally find it to work better dry. All right, that should be good enough. And then obviously want to do the same thing with the cover. So I'll do that off camera. Okay, so I got majority of it. Hopefully Boss Man will be back soon. So there we go. Got that all cleaned up. And now we just wait on the big boss to come back so we can seal this thing up and throw it back in.
All right, I traded Kellen again. I'm back in here working. He's out screwing off or doing whatever. Now it's ready to seal up. All right, got a nice squeeze coming out of the whole thing. Time to go install it. That's what it looks like without it in there. Got it all back together and then started lowering it down. And I didn't realize that I hadn't gotten a video yet. Not that it really looks like anything, but at least it's all buttoned up. Axles are back in. And both of our wheels spinning at the same time. Same direction, at least. So maybe we can convince this guy to do a burnout. We'll see. All right, well, the diff works.